We are not using Cementol today. You add cement, plaster, sand, and water, but the formula has changed. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. Let's go. Hi, my name is Jay Catalano. There are 3 questions I always get asked about making concrete candle jars without using Cementol. But please, watch this next part because this is very important. Can I use cement and sand without using plaster? Plaster acts as a binding and strengthening agent in the mixture. If you decide not to add plaster and just add cement and sand, you are making mortar. Mortar is a weaker mixture and might not be strong enough to hold up as a candle jar or whatever else you decide to do with it. However, if you find that your cement and sand mixture is indeed strong enough through testing, then by all means do what works best for you. What if I can't find the exact same materials as you are using? Unfortunately, not all cement, plaster, sand, or water is made equal. So if you are looking for cement, look for a general all-purpose cement. If you are looking for plaster, look for gypsum plaster. If you are looking for sand, look for a sand that is made for building material, or even a children's sand which is void of chemicals. In regards to water, I use tap water, but if you think your water is causing you issues, try boiling it first, or look for a distilled or purified water. My mixture is drying too fast. What can I do to slow down the drying process? If you find your mixture is drying too fast for you, add just a little extra water. Not too much, just a little. 5 or 10 grams max. In fact, I will add that note in the formula that we're going to go through right now. Here are the supplies you will need: cement, sand, plaster, water, mixing bowl, spatula, scale, paper towels, silicone mold, vibrating machine, gloves, and a respirator. Now, I'm not going to use my respirator today during the video, but while I'm downstairs making my creations, I always use my respirator. Make sure you protect yourself, protect your lungs. Today, I'm going to actually use a mask. Let's put that out now so we can get started. All right. I have my silicone mold. I know I need a total of 300 grams. That's cement, sand, and plaster. We're gonna start with the sand. So I'm gonna take my scale, I'm gonna turn it on, it's at 0. I'm now gonna take my sand, and I want 150 grams of sand. So half of my mixture is already done with 150 grams of sand. Let's add that now. Bingo! 150 grams of sand. Do you see that dust? That's why I always wear my respirator. Now, I need 75 grams of plaster. Let's add that in now. I'm gonna zero out my scale. All right, here we go. 75 grams of plaster. Bingo! Again. Oh, I love it when it hits 75 on the dot. Wait a minute. If you think this video is inspirational, creative, educational, with a little bit of entertainment, please subscribe to this channel and hit that like button. It would really help me out a lot. Thanks. That's the best. Now I'm going to take my plaster, because it's pretty bulky, and I'm going to move it over to the side. Now I'm going to zero out my scale, and let's head in for the cement. I want 75 grams of cement. That will total 300 grams. Bingo! Again, 75 grams. So now, what does my mixture consist of right now? We have 150 grams of sand, 75 grams of plaster, and 75 grams of cement. This is what it looks like right now. I need to mix it together first because I want to make sure that everything is mixed very well before I add the water. You want to make sure that your cement and your sand and your plaster are not separated and sitting all by themselves in the corner of the room. This is a love fest going on in my bowl, and we want to make sure that all the sand, the cement, and plaster are having a great time. Do you know what I mean? Here we go. Look at that. It looks exactly like it did before, but it's mixed so that everything is together. We're going to add the water now. Now, remember what I said before. We are going to add in water, but if you need to add just a little bit, not a lot, a little bit, not a lot, a little bit, then you add just a little bit, 5 to 10 grams max at the end. We are going to add in 75 grams of water. Now that means If I feel that I need just a little bit more, I'm gonna add that in because the mixture is gonna turn out to be a little bit on the thicker side because you have so much sand in it. So it's not gonna be like a smoothie-like consistency. It's gonna look a little bit more like ice cream. But if you need it to be a little bit more manageable for you, that will help. So I'm gonna add in 75. I'll show you what that looks like. And then if I think I need to, I'll add in 5 or 10 more grams. Let's go. 75 grams of water. Perfect, 75 grams. I should have said bingo, but perfect is fine. Now I'm gonna mix it all up nice and quickly because this is fast setting and you wanna make sure you have it. I already see that my mixture is still on the thick side. Remember what I said? It looks a lot like ice cream, and that's fine because of the sand, you're gonna have that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually add in a little bit of extra water to make sure that I have a little bit better of a consistency. I'm getting it all on the sides first. And that's what it looks like. Look at how it almost looks like ice cream, right? I'm gonna add in 5 more grams. There it is, 5 grams, that's it, not a lot. And I'm gonna stir this up. And it's not gonna change it much, but it gives me a little bit more playroom. If you can see now, I'm kind of playing with it a little bit better, so that's all you need. Now, I use my vibrating machine. I'm gonna put it on right now, and I'm gonna start adding, and this is actually gonna be helpful because when I get it in, it's not gonna just fall in, it's gonna have to be sucked in by the vibrating machine. Notice how it's getting sucked in? Right to the bottom, so now I don't have to worry. Now I'm going to take scrape the sides of my bowl and make sure I get it all into my mixture, and then I'm going to put my vibrating machine on, and notice how it just gets sucked in to the actual mold. See how it gets sucked in? I'm almost there. There we go, it's coming up to the top. All right, I need a little bit more. Again, you're not going to have any leftover. This is down to the gram pretty much. Notice I don't have a lot left. Boom. I now add that in. I got a little dribble on the side. I'm going to get that in there. I'm going to compact that down. I'm going to turn on my vibrating machine to the top. And to be honest with you, I'm done. It's in. I actually feel like I need to take out a little bit of the top. And that's okay. Not a lot, just a little. I'm going to smoothen that out. Notice how it's like ice cream. Don't eat this stuff. Don't eat this stuff. This stuff is not going to be as good as ice cream. Actually, it's not going to be good as ice cream at all. I know you're not going to eat it. There we go. Now I'm going to turn this up. My doggy's here. What do you want? Are you tired? What are you doing? Come here. Say hi. This is Cappuccino. Say hi. Let's turn this off. All right, guys, we're done. The actual mixture is already inside the silicone mold. It's right where I wanted it to be. I don't have any more product left to offer. That's how good this formula is. It's right down to the actual gram. I don't have any waste. I don't like any waste. Cappuccino doesn't want any waste, all right? So I'm gonna wait 3 hours. You could do it faster. I like to wait 3 hours. That's the time that makes me feel comfortable. I've seen people demold these as little as 30 minutes. I don't want it to be 30 minutes. I want it to really get hard. So I'm gonna wait 3 hours. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. It's been 3 hours and it's time to demold our white concrete candle jar, and we didn't use Cementol. But before we do that, take a look at these concrete candle jars using the same formula as this right here. Sky's the limit, guys. Sky's the limit. All right, it's time to demold. I'm going to take my silicone and I'm going to flap it and roll it all the way down to the bottom and flip it over. I'm going to now take my fingers and place it inside the silicone and lift it over the lid. Now, as I like to say all the time, and by the way, I'm twisting and I'm pulling ever so slightly upward. But I like to say all the time that this is a newborn, and so it's still wet, and we have to take care of it. We have to show it love. We do not want to rush the demolding process, because if you do rush the demolding process, you run the risk of breaking it. So we're gonna turn and twist, twist and pull, twist and pull, twist and pull, twist and pull, and I'm out. Well, I'm almost out. Here's my concrete candle jar. I'm so excited. Isn't this awesome? Look at this concrete candle jar. Hold on. Let me finish. Don't rush me. Well, I know you didn't rush me, but I'm rushing myself because I'm so excited. And she's out. And she's out. Look at her. Woo! Isn't that a beauty? Look at her. Look at this concrete candle jar. It is awesome. And it's solid. Bam. Guys, you don't need cement all. You need cement, you need plaster, you need sand, you need water, and you need a little bit of patience because sometimes things don't quite go the way you want them to go. I wish I could tell you this is magic, but it's not. I tell you what it is, it's awesome. Take a look at all of these concrete candle jars that we created without cement all. There'll be other videos that I do that are going to create some of these other awesome concrete candle jars, and we're going to have a great time together. And take a look at these videos that are popping up now.